Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to D-Train Games and the Hunter Call of the Wild. We've got nearly 4 hours today of doing nothing but Great One grinding. Surely the Great One Fallow is going to show up today, guys. I really hope it does. Excuse me. If it does, then we will be switching over to the Wolf, as that is the last of the OG Great Ones. Excuse me, guys. I just ate, so I'm going to have some indigestion. But the Wolf is the only other OG Great One, as I'm calling it, that I want besides the Fallow Deer. So, hopefully both show up today. What did you miss last stream? What's up, Sirius, by the way? Only thing you missed last stream, man, I think was yesterday. I did a surprise on my Fishing Planet stream, and if you want to go back and watch that, you can. And then the stream before that was some more water park simulator. So this is our only Call of the Wild stream that we've done today. So you haven't really missed anything. Today's the only day that we played Call of the Wild. The other 2 days we did water park simulator because I am battling a slot burnout from Call of the Wild right now, guys. Whenever I'm not streaming, I'm just playing other things. I still love playing this whenever we go in here and stream with you guys, but outside of streaming, I'm just not really having any interest in playing Call of the Wild right now. So that's why we've been focused on other games lately, and then doing Call of the Wild a little bit because I've been battling some burnout. But hopefully it'll come back to me soon. And of course, whenever the new map drops later this year, I'm sure that I'll be right back into it, depending on what kind of Great One it is. You summon the Great One in this stream for me? I hope so, Zero. I hope so. I figured out what was going on with your bears. Oh, what was going on, man? What's up, Wolf? Long time no see, man. Glad you can make it to the stream. Glad to have you, brother. But yeah, guys, we're at exactly like 111 kills now. We're 111 kills away from the last Great One number that we got. Our last Great One Fallow Deer came at 1672, and we're right now at 1553. So we're just over 100 kills away from our last grind. So I'm hoping that he shows up soon or around the same kill count. Yeah, what was going on with your bears, man? Dude, I don't know why I keep missing these bucks. I'll have 2 bucks here, then I won't. Then I'll have 2 bucks, then I won't. I don't know why this zone is doing that to me. No. Dude, how'd that go over him? That shot right there felt like it was perfect. Oh, I got in there somewhere. Okay, good. That'll work. I was playing Water Park Simulator and people kept peeing in my pool like I had to drain one every 5 minutes. Actually, Zero, I can solve that problem for you immediately. If you have anybody peeing in your pool, you need to track down the person and shove them. If you push the person, they will stop peeing in the pool. If you don't find the person, they'll continuously pee in the pool until the end of your shift or until you find them. So there is actually a particular computer that will be in there peeing in the pool. You can have more than one. Like, it is possible to have more than one peers in your park at a time. But they will continue peeing in your pools until you find them. So anytime you get someone peeing in the pool, I make that a priority immediately, and I try to find the person while they're in the pool. Because, I mean, if they get out and they go somewhere else, you'll never be able to figure out who it was until they're in there peeing again. So anytime you get the notification, make sure that you're dropping everything that you're doing and attending to that person, because yeah, they'll continuously pee in your swimming pools until you find them. But once you find them, though, they're good. Like, they'll no longer pee in your pool after you find them. So that can be seen as a good thing. There we go. But yeah, I've only had I've been lucky with that though, Zero. I've only had, let's say, 1 person my entire time I've been playing the game. How did I do that out there? Did you guys see that? I went off the 4-wheeler forward. Like, not off the sides, but I went forward. I didn't know you could do that. I wonder what made me do that. Also, guys, don't forget that make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe for me. We unfortunately did have a troll last stream, guys. So we had somebody subscribe to make us 700, and then they unsubscribed as soon as the stream ended. So we did have a troll person that decided to subscribe to the channel just to unsubscribe after. But we are going to go ahead and still say that we're 700 strong. I mean, we're only one down, so I'm going to go ahead and say that it is still 700. So yeah, that's awesome. And again, guys, thank you for all your support lately, guys. We've been good. The 2026 has been a very good year for growth. You guys may not remember this, but at the start of 2026, we were almost at 500. Like, I was literally at 490 something in January this year, and I went all the way to 700 in just a few months. So that's slow but steady growth, and I will take it, guys. And I appreciate every one of you guys that have subscribed. I appreciate you all that really enjoy being here and want to help support the channel and try to help me grow. I really do appreciate you all. Because again, as any YouTuber says, this is a dream of mine. To make streaming Call of the Wild and hunting and fishing games and other games be a reality. We are going to be doing another playthrough soon, guys, by the way. The next playthrough to come to the game to the channel will be Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West. Those are two of my favorite games in the world. They are very clean. So all of you guys should, if you guys don't like language, you should still be safe to watch this one because it's made like a PG-13 movie. But it is a very, very good story and has some really interesting lore. And I'm a big fan of that series. So the next playthrough coming to the channel will be my Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'm actually going to begin recording it tonight. So you guys will probably see it releasing next week. Because it has been a while since I've done a playthrough. The last playthrough I did was Resident Evil Requiem, and that was in February. So I feel like it's overdue that we do another playthrough. And I'm gonna do a double header with this one. Because obviously I would want the sequel to be in there. Oh, thank you, Zero. I appreciate it. Guys, that was Zero that put us back to 700. I appreciate you, Zero. Thank you for going to an alternate account and subscribing for me. I appreciate you. But yeah, we had somebody, they do that sometimes, where they'll subscribe to the channel and then they'll just unsubscribe. And people just think it's funny. I don't know why, but yeah, people will subscribe to your channel to help you hit a certain number, and then as soon as the stream or whatever you're doing ends, they'll just unsubscribe, and they just think it's so funny. I don't know. Oh, no, you're fine, Zero, and I totally understand that. But yeah, you're totally fine. Again, I just appreciate you resubscribing to the channel on another account to help us get back to 700. I do appreciate you. Also, what's up, Prayer? Welcome to the stream, man. Guys, Prayer has been recently given permission to be a mod for the channel, so make sure you guys give him some congratulations. He's been very, very good in the channel lately. He's been here for several months and had some really good attendance, and he's been very good in chat, so I decided to mod him for 700. So Prayer Warrior is our new mod on the channel, guys. And I will be adding another one probably here soon. There's another person or two that I think also deserves a shot to be mods as long as they keep doing good attendance. I wait till the numbers get to a certain point before I mod somebody though. But yeah, I definitely have a couple other people in mind that I would like to mod here within the next probably within the next month or so. Yeah, yeah. What's up, Prayer? Yeah, I was just playing the game, man. Yeah, I definitely try to look at everybody's text, and I even go back in time if I miss a lot of them. So, like I said, guys, if anybody asks any questions in relation to Call of the Wild and you're a mod or not, if you guys know how to answer the question, go ahead and answer it for me. But make sure you guys give me some time to answer it first. So, like, if someone asks a question and I'm answering, I'm talking to someone else at the moment, wait a minute after I get done talking to the person I'm currently talking to. And if I still haven't responded, you guys can either answer the question if you know how, or you can let me know. But yeah, all of you guys are more than welcome to answer questions if somebody's trying to ask me something and I'm not getting around to them. If you guys know the answer and you're very educated in the answer you're giving, then I'll trust you. You're at 16 great ones now with 2 super rares. Oh my gosh, dude. Please don't mention super rares to me, okay? This is like my 15th grind, and I still have no super rare to my name, and that's with herd management. So, yeah, it's that's the one thing I want most. But congratulations, though, too. That is a really good sounding grind, and I'm so happy it's working out for you. But yeah, that is the one trophy I want more than anything right now is a super rare. I don't care as long as it has antlers or it's a species I really love. I mean, like, I just need a super rare, just to say I have one. mean, like I said, great ones are always amazing. I'll always be happy to get great ones. And my great one luck on this game is very good usually. I usually get great ones sub 2,000 kills most of the time. But at the same time, it's like, you know, seeing everybody else get all these super rares, and I've never even had one to my name, never even spotted one even. It is a little heartbreaking at times. Is that guy floating? Ah, crap. Don't you guys just love when an animal floats? It's so amazing. Best thing in the game, floaters are. Lay you two down. And then I think I have... Where'd this buck go? There he is. That'll be good enough. Guys, I'm going to take the easy route today in case you guys are wondering. I know I usually try to chase some bucks to shoot them too. I don't really feel like tracking today, so I'm only going to shoot the animals that are easy shots, and or if they're just walking along. Because, again, I just don't really feel like chasing animals today. I'll pop a big super, buddy. I hope I do. I hope I do. Like I said, you guys will probably hear me cry. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not trying to just be entertaining when I say that or anything. I really do mean it. If a super rare were to show, I mean... I'm so passionate about this game, and the fact that that's the only trophy I've never even spotted. Like, I've never had a max level animal with a rare color, like, ever. I've had it be one level below, but I've never had it be, like, a max level animal. Like, for instance, I've never had a level 5 fallow deer that's been a rare color. I've never had a level 3 whitetail that's a rare color. I've never had a legendary animal that's a rare color. Like, it's always been mythical, or level 2, or level 4. So, yeah, that's the one trophy that I've been dying to get more than anything. And I do really good ATMs. Like, my ATMs are usually really good. But just not for me, apparently. Thank you, Sirius. I appreciate it, man. Yeah. The super rare, I mean, like I said, I've played this game for 4,000 hours, and I do kind of, like, I'm not trying to sound greedy. I'm not trying to sound like I'm angry, because I'm definitely not. But I do feel like it's time for me to finally get one. I mean, putting 4,000 hours in the Great One Grind and never even having HM pay off with a super rare for me, I mean, I just feel like that, I mean this in the kindest way, but I do feel like that the game kind of owes me one at this point for all the time I put into things. But I mean that in a very nice and fair way. I don't mean it as a cruel, spiteful manner. Whoop, I dropped my pen. Come here. There we go. Run over here and get this floater. This is making you want to do fallow later? Buddy, I love the fallow grind. Like, I am going to be ready to take a break from it and move on to other grinds for a while, but fallow grind has always been like one of the top 5 grinds, in my opinion, on the game as far as fun factors. So, yeah, I definitely agree with you there, Zira. You haven't set up for it? Zira, I don't know if you're interested, but I do have the fallow guide on my channel. So if you need help setting it up, my entire fallow guide for the Mateo Wara is up on the channel. Just go to my playlist and scroll down, and you'll find Great One guides, and that's where I have all the guides for my Great Ones, which I only have a few of them right so far. But I do have a guide for you if you need help setting up. Again, it's not as fancy as other people's guides, but I do the best I can with what I've got. Dude, it's so foggy, man. How did I not hit that buck? There we go. Got him that shot. That first shot I took at him, it felt like it was right on the money, man. Like, I'm surprised I didn't kill him first try. You will get your Great One, bro. Trust me. If you keep doing fallow deer, there's a chance. Oh, absolutely serious. We have 4 hours today, man. We have 4 hours where we're over 1,500 kills in. So, I mean, like I said, I am pretty sure he's going to show up at any point. And as soon as he does show up, we're moving over to fallow deer because we are going to try to double up with him if he does show. The fallow deer is the only other Great One I'm wanting because I already have one of them, but I want to have 2. I got certain things going on in my trophy lodge that I want to get set up before my next tour for you guys. So, oh, I floored that guy. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that. We have submit a couple solos in here right then. That's 6 animals in the zone, and usually there's only 4. Well, 5. There's usually 5 in here, so we had like 2. Or no, I'm getting confused again, guys. There's one here, one in the middle, and then there's usually 2 at the end. So yeah, there's usually 4 at this place. And they have 6. What is the best map for moose grinding? I have Rev on Tui and Layton. That I would agree with you. Actually, you're correct. My Rev on Tui and Layton are the 2 easiest maps to grind, in my opinion, for moose. But I will say that Medved and if you're willing to put in the time for the herd management, New England is actually really good too. Both of those are undercarded maps and are a little bit more difficult to do the grind. But I would say if you're okay with the challenge of a lot more zones than having to do a 10, then definitely New England Mountains and Rev and Medved are really good too. But yeah, I did my moose grind on Rev on Tuli, and our next moose grind is going to be on New England. Because I left that one off. I was doing a moose grind and a whitetail grind at the same time. And eventually I decided I wanted to just do whitetail. So 3,100 kills later, I finally got the whitetail. And I left off with the moose at 500 kills. So I'm actually still 500 kills in on New England for the moose grind. So that is going to be, after we get the wolf and the next fallow deer, that is going to be one of our next grinds we're going to pick back up with, is the New England moose. You're probably going to do Rev and maybe Medved. I want a Yukon moose to later on after wolves. So Yukon, in my opinion, would be a very iconic place to get a Great One moose because obviously everybody knows about the Yukon moose. And I was going to do a grind on them, but on my map, now everybody's map is different. And sadly, on my map, a lot of my moose population is along the river and in places that are really hard to shoot from. And I've only got like a handful of ponds. So I could definitely do the grind on Yukon if I wanted to, but it would be very difficult for me because of the fact that it would be very difficult for me on my map because of the fact that a lot of my ponds are very small in scale and most of them are solos anyways. And then the fact that a lot of mine are in just difficult areas. So when it comes to Yukon moose, it really just depends on where your animals are. Oh, that's a bad shot. Dude, I have got buck fever. I'm telling you what, I'm just shooting everywhere. There we go, got it in that time. That guy's a troll. He's gonna take a step forward, whatever. Let's see, is the other buck still there? I don't think he is. That's okay, that was sloppy, but at least it wasn't a great one or anything I screwed up. But guys, like I said, lately I've gotten every great one that I wanted. I got the mule deer that I was wanting off Silver Ridge Peaks. I got 2 of my favorite black bear great ones. So I'm really hoping that my final fallow deer is the painted big rack. Like I said, I don't care for the Mickey Mouse rack. If that's what the game gives me, I'll be okay with it. But I'm really hoping for the big rack, the big typical rack, and I really want it to be the painted. I've got the Mocha blade. I have got the giant Irish elk. That is the silver. So, please don't tell me it's another rare. I've got to be very careful. Last time I screwed up a rare. No, that's a white. Okay, that is a white. Okay. Last time I thought I had a white and I shot it and it turned out to be a leucistic. So, yeah, I got to be more careful today. I am not going to screw up another rare fallow, that's for sure. Tell me I got in there somewhere. I did. Okay. Got into that one too. That guy's going to take off. That is fine. I don't really feel like chasing, so I'm not going to worry about it. Up, about to pull the trigger. Let me actually take out this guy first. Then take this guy out second. Because they're drinking. And then I'm going to try this risky shot here. Got him. And it was a good shot. Alright. That paid off. Alright, good. Alright, that should be all for this run. Oh, hi. Oh, I don't have a bullet. Might help if I had something to shoot him with. He's still just over this bluff here. Oh, dude, seriously, he turned. Well, okay, I got it. Okay, we're good. Alright, I got the intestines. That's all that matters. That's what I was aiming for anyways. Make sure none of these are bucks. Doesn't look like it. That's a buck. Shot over him. Oh, how nice of him. He decided to just stop and give me a good broadside shot. I appreciate that, buck. Alright, that should be everything. What do you guys think the next great one is going to be, by the way? Does anybody have any ideas or any hopes or dreams for the next great one? For me, I'm really hoping it's an elk. I really don't care what species it is. I mean, if I could choose, it'd be Rocky Mountain, because that's my favorite. But for me, I just want an elk. That's all I care about. I just want an elk great one. And whenever I go to shoot him, I'm going to try to use the collar and try to call him into me. Because I want it to be like they do it in real life. Here we are. Yo, what's up, Richard? You want to moose in a roe deer great one, but don't have a good map to do the roe deer. And I'm going to do moose. Prayer, the one lake trick on Quattro Colinas is the best roe deer grind you could ever do, man. If you have Quattro Colinas, just go to Scarecrow or Flinters. I think they both have a video on the one lake method. But yeah, that is an absolutely insane grind if you're gonna do that. You hope it's an elk species, Rocky elk. Yeah, that's what I'm wanting. In my opinion, I'm actually surprised that wasn't one of the very first great ones that came to the game, because the elk in North America is just so loved and such an iconic animal. And I'm honestly just really surprised that wasn't like one of the very first, top 3 great ones that they put on their list. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I mean, like I said, that's about the only way you can really do a roe deer grind easily, in my opinion. I mean, I'm sure you could probably do it like on the new map too, but or not the new map, but the what is it? Tour de Chine, if you have that one. I'm not really sure though. I think that most people did their grinds on on Quattro. Whoa, okay. Yeah, what's up, Richard? Welcome to the stream, man. We're just talking about different great ones that we're wanting to see come to the game, and a few other things like that. Also, guys, don't forget there's a new Fishing Planet video on the channel. After our last Fishing Planet stream, I continued fishing for a Nile perch. He got around an island, and then the physics just broke, and it started launching the fish up into the air and making them like crawl on land and everything, and it was hilarious. So if you guys haven't seen that video, make sure you guys go check it out after today's stream. It's pretty funny. And I have a pretty funny piano in the background that I thought complimented the bugs. Yeah, Prayer got a kick out of it. He said he loved that video. There we go. Alright, that'll do it for that run. So we're now 1,581 kills in, guys. The next 3 great ones I want to see come to the game is the caribou / reindeer, any type of elk, but again, I would prefer Rocky. And then if I had to choose a 3rd great one that is still not in the game, I really don't know, because they already have most of the other great ones they have are already in the game that I would love. If I had to choose a third great one, I would actually say do a remaster of the red deer. Like, honestly, without actually adding an extra great one, but rather just make great ones better. I would like to see the whitetail have maybe a couple more antler tops that added to it, and some more fur tops. That's about all I would do with the whitetail. And then with the red deer, I just think they need a lot of work. Because the red deer needs to have gruff on its neck back. They need to make its neck really furry based on how old the animal is. They need several more rack tops, and they also need more colors. And to me, the red deer would be the ultimate great one in this game if they really just went all out with it and gave it a lot more colors and racks. Because the red deer is just an amazing animal to grind for in this game, and I absolutely love them. Again, I don't grind for them anymore just simply because of the fact that there's no variety. If they had more variety to them, I'd still be all over them. But I got my great one, and since all the rest of them look pretty much the same, I was good. Is anybody going hunting this year? You are. I probably won't be this year. I'm not sure though. We've had a rough financial year. My wife and I have. So we haven't really had any extra money to spend on like corn and food plots and stuff like that. So I will probably sit out the first part of the season, but I'll probably hunt during the rut. I'll probably, because behind my papa's house, he has these two really big ridge lines, and bucks love chasing does on those ridge lines. Even if I haven't had a food plot or nothing every year, there's still at least some bucks that'll come through there. So I will probably hunt the rut this year, but I don't think I'll do the early season. Lion great ones, yes. So if I had to do predators, lions would top that list, and I think it'd be so funny if they made it like Lion King based. So they made a Mufasa great one, a Simba great one, a Scar great one. I think that'd be so funny if they got like permission from Disney to actually recreate some of the Lion King characters, and then of course have some of their own takes. But that's a 5, dude. I bet that's a troll. That's a level 5, so we're gonna shoot at 308. But I bet this trolls. Oh, okay. I don't know how he went alert, and I don't know how that didn't get a lung. Let me see what's over there real quick. Oh gosh, that guy just face planted, man. See if I can get him to walk. There we go. That's a bad shot. That's okay. That was my bad, guys. I got in way too much of a hurry there. I don't know if that 308 shot's going to kill that buck. I don't know how that didn't get a lung. Because to me, that felt really good. We'll just keep hunting, and then if more pressure shows up on the other side, we'll know we killed that one. Dude, he's floating. Go figure. Please don't be in the deep part. Please tell me I can just drive out to him. Ooh, he was almost in the deep part. Okay, we did kill that buck, so we'll have to track him. Dude, how did that 308 round not make it to a lung, though? I definitely am going hunting this year. I'm waiting until September 12th for squirrel season, and you decide on your guns. Dude, I love squirrel hunting. I haven't been in years, but I absolutely love the squirrel hunt. I usually just walk along paths and just look for trees. And I like the game of having to try to get under a squirrel before it notices me. Again, I haven't hunted for them in forever, but I absolutely do love it. He's going to make it. Well, he ain't going to make it now, serious. He's gonna be a messed up diamond if he did make it. But then again, I really don't care too much because he wasn't big rat. The only diamonds I'm keeping right now are 260s and above. So he ain't gonna make that big of a difference. Like I said, there's 2 trophies right now that I want for the fallow deer. Well, 3, and that is a super rare of any kind. The second thing I want is obviously a great one, and then the third thing would be a 270 diamond. Those are the three trophies that I would like from the fallow deer. Hello? 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 Where does trail go? Whoa. Excuse me, coming through, excuse me. Oh, it's right here. Is this... Dude, where did he go? Is my dog with us? That ain't him laying there, is it? No, it's a bush. Okay, there's a trail. Thank you, Duke. I appreciate you, man. Just put me back on the trail for me. Oh, I didn't mean to run you over. Gotta watch where you're going, Duke. There he is. Unfortunate. Did he make it? Yes, he did make it. He would have been a chocolate diamond as well, but he's thankfully not a 260 or anything. So, he did get messed up, but we're good. Nothing too bad to lose there. Cuz, I'm not sure what you're saying there, Prayer. Your last message was something about school you may have to go. I'm not sure what you're saying. I'm not sure what you're referring to, I should say. There's another level 5, guys. 231 to 273. He ain't gonna make no 270, but our HM is popping off again. Again, guys, I did work on my HM since the last stream, so my animals along the coastline are a lot better now. I do have a couple level 3s that I left just because I just didn't care what they were after that. It should be in there. Dude, how am I missing the lung? What on earth? Oh, he's gonna stop. How am I missing lung? That ain't gonna... crap, dude. Guys, tell me if that looked like it should have made lung. I mean, was that a bad shot? I mean, I thought that was like right down the center of the chest. I mean, how in the world did that not get him? I'm actually getting kind of frustrated right now. That makes 2 level 5s in a row where both shots I thought would make it and it didn't. I don't know what's going on. I know one thing though, I am a little bit frustrated. And also, I don't know why I'm not taking the 4-wheeler. But that's okay. What would have you scored? $252. So he was a small diamond either way, so I'm not too bummed out about it then, but at the same time, that is getting on my nerves, man. How did I make 2 bad shots in a row on diamonds? I just don't get it. Prayer, I don't know if you're still in the chat or anything, man. But I asked the question a few minutes ago. I was asking you if you could reword your last thing. You said when my cuz to get out of school, I might have to go. I'm not sure what you're saying, and I want to be able to reply to you. So if you're still in chat, man, can you please respond to that question, just so that way I can make sure I can answer that question correctly. There's 1, and there's 2. Oh yeah, sure. I can make all the shots on the little bucks, but as soon as there's a big buck, I can't hit nothing today, apparently. Oh, okay, gotcha, Prayer. Well, you're fine, man. I didn't know if you're still talking about hunting or what you're talking about, but that's totally fine. Like I said, I mean, I'm gonna be live for 4 hours today, and close to it. So I mean, we've still got 3 hours left in the stream. So you definitely have time to make it back if you have to leave them for a while. That's up to you, of course. Buck fever getting me? Yeah, it is, Zero. Whenever you haven't played this game in a long time, and then you come back to it, and then you see a big buck like that, for some reason it can really trip you up. Okay, that's the buck that I'm leaving. No solos down there with the doe. Alright. Level 3. Okay. A lot of little ones all of a sudden, guys, but then again, we did have 2 diamonds that showed up, so I'm gonna say that's probably why. Got both of them. That guy. Did I hit something important on that? I did not. Dude, right when you need a bullet, you don't have one. Where'd the other guy? Where'd that guy go? Well, he's gonna die, but we'll have to track him, unfortunately. What can you do? Also, guys, I haven't had a whole lot that's happened in my life lately. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about, so if I do stop talking, then hopefully you guys still enjoy the game. But yeah, I'm just kind of it's not that I'm low on energy or anything today. I feel great. It's just I don't have much to talk about. So, if you guys have any questions for me, want to talk to me about anything Great Call of the Wild related or otherwise, please make sure you guys don't hesitate to talk to me. It will help the stream be more entertaining. And as always, I don't care to talk to any of you. But on my own today, I don't know if I'll be able to just bring up topics because there ain't much going on. I do know that Deer Hunting Camp got an update today, but I don't know what it was. I've looked all over the forums and everything, and there's just nothing on the updates. Like online, it says the last update to come to Deer Hunting Camp was in July, which obviously is wrong because we've had like 2 in August. So I don't know. Didn't I get both of these bucks? I thought I hit both of these animals. Oh, it's a floater. Okay, that makes sense. Well, let's go find this one buck. What's up, Parker? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing good. Let's see. And grab this trail that way we may find it. Yeah, we've had 2 diamonds today, and I screwed both of them up. They were little ones, so thankfully I didn't screw up no giant diamond. But we did have 2 diamond fallow deer, and I made 2 good-looking shots at both of them, and just didn't hit nothing vital. So because I didn't hit vitals, I messed up 2 of them. But that ain't no big deal. Guys, we were only 6 kills away from 1,600. So we're almost, I mean, I keep saying this, but 1672 was the last great one that showed up. The last Great One Fallow deer was at 1672. And we're right now at 1594. Where is this floater? He may have desunk. He could have desynced. Because I did fast travel more than once. And sometimes if you fast travel twice or more, they can despawn. I'll still count. There he is. Good. If he did despawn, I would have still counted the kill, but he wouldn't have come back as a great one, though, unfortunately. The game does have a thing where if you don't claim an animal, it cannot come back as a great one. It can come back as anything else, but it's like a no chance at all of it being a great one if you don't claim it. Come here, buddy. Hang on 1 second, guys. Guys, give me 1 second. There is a new guy that started replying to my channel. I'm gonna see if he wants to come join us. Alright. I'm coming back. Like I said, I got a new person that's been replying to a lot of my videos and liking them and stuff. And he just now replied to another one of my videos, and I let him know that we were live and it was if he wanted to come and join us. So he may end up dropping into chat. His name is Snordizzle. So I think that's his name on YouTube. So he may jump in a few minutes, guys. Let's see. Tiny level 3. My middle zone is missing, which that could mean Great One. Again, guys, that middle zone right there, I call this Great One Bay because that buck that's in the middle zone has been my Great One the last 2 times. Again, how does that miss lung? Man, that guy hit something important. Okay, that'll bring him down faster at least. But yeah, this middle zone right there, guys, that buck that's in that middle zone has been my Great One twice over. So I call this Great One Bay because of that. And it is very possible that the fact that he's missing now, he might come back as another Great One. I'm hoping he does. Honey, watch where you're running. Rude thing. You know, if you don't have a boyfriend, I can see why. Then it's demanding all that space and everything. Alright, Prayer, sounds good. Be safe, man. We'll be live for another 3 hours, so hopefully we'll see you a little bit later. Yeah, I know we did, Parker. I added, as a way to celebrate, I added Prayer Warrior as one of my new mods. And we're going to be doing something special next week. I already know what it is, guys. I told you all yesterday that I'll figure something out. We are going to celebrate next week, and I will tell you guys how we're doing that. But, okay, that zone just randomly has spawned in. I thought he was going to walk for me. There we go. That's okay, I'll just take the 1. But yeah, we got a new moderator on the channel. Prayer Warrior is our new mod, and then next week we're going to be doing something with the community to celebrate 700 subs. I will make it into a video for you guys explaining what we're going to be doing and how next week. But as for now, though, I want to keep it a secret from you guys. Because I feel like being evil. And I'm just joking about evil, by the way. I feel like being mean, keeping you guys on your toes is what I'm trying to say. Parker, you don't have rights to be in the 700 subscriber, man. Zero's already done that for us today. There was a troll person that decided to come into my stream yesterday, or not yesterday, but the day before yesterday during our water park simulator, and they unsubscribed as soon as the stream ended. So whenever the stream started, they subscribed, and then at the very end of the stream, they unsubscribed. And people do that sometimes just to be mean because they think it's funny. And then Zero today actually has a different account, and she is subscribed to the channel on her account. So, unfortunately, Zero is going to be the one who's considered my 700th subscriber through her alternate account. Because I don't have a clue who the other person was. Guys, we are now 1,601 kills in. We have just broke 1,600 kills. We're now 71 kills away from our last Great One number. Snag those 2. Laying them all down, brothers and sisters. My shot's slowly coming back to me, it seems. There we go. Dropped every single one of them. Beautiful. I deserve it. You traumatized us. You do know you're actually making your sentence not make any sense, because you're making it about you to start with it, then you're making it about everybody to end. So either you're saying that you deserve it because I traumatized you, or you're saying that you all deserve it because I traumatized all of you. And if that's the case, then yeah, I'll just say that everybody's a 700 subscriber. I don't care saying that. I mean, all of you guys have a part to play in my channel growing. So I can say that all of you guys are my 700 subscriber. That ain't a problem at all. But I wouldn't say that one person deserves anything on the channel. Again, that sounds kind of mean. I don't want one particular person to be like, oh, he was the one that deserved it out of everybody, or she, because I don't want to be unfair to anybody. And also, Parker, it was funny in the moment, man. But let's let the traumatized thing go, because that joke is a little bit old now, man. I'm not being rude, but saying that it's just you know, let's focus on what's going on today. You can do it again, Tommy, if something else happens, but for now, let's just focus on the task at hand. Got one bullet left. Can I make every single shot count? And I did make it count. Every shot counted, guys. That was awesome. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I can count the other ones when I get over there. So that's 4 of them. Again, I have to count everything before I pick them up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that's all 10. Beautiful. I have $10 on this lake, so I know for sure that I got every single one of them. That is awesome. And I didn't even have to reload, so that's 10 shots, $10. That's good. Well, I did have to reload after the first round, but what I'm saying is that I didn't have to I didn't miss any, is what I'm meaning. Like all 10 shots landed. Hey, what's up, man? Been a minute since I've caught a stream. Yeah, I know, Build. How's it going, buddy? Long time no see, my friend. Hope you're doing well. We've had 2 level 5 show up today. I screwed both of them up, even though they both look like it should have been lung shots, to be honest. My bullet just barely didn't hit the lung. But outside of that, we haven't seen anything else. But hopefully we get it today. We just broke 1,600 and then 11 kills. So we're about 60 kills shy of the last great one that we got. The last one was at 1672, and we're now at 1611 on this on number 3. So hopefully the next great one doesn't take too long to show up. Yeah, man. Hopefully you've been doing great. You were my 500th, Parker. Yeah, if I remember correctly, I believe that you were on the. I believe that you made 500 for the channel, if I'm not mistaken. You were at least around there though. Like, I don't remember exactly who everybody was. I don't know who my first subscriber was or anything like that. But I do kind of remember that my channel was right around 500 whenever you showed up. So I'm not really sure if you were the 5th of 500 or if it was someone else. But you very well could have been. Oh, you're fine, Sirius. Hey, Sirius, I got a question for you, man. Are you mainly just interested in my hunting and fishing streams, or are you going to be trying to make it to, like, the other streams as well? That's awesome. I had a wild day yesterday. I saw 8 moose and caught a golden trout. Oh my goodness, man, that's awesome. Congratulations on both of those. I'm serious. I'm just wondering, man. By the way, because I saw you come to my I saw you come to the water park sim once, and you didn't stick around too long. So I'm just trying to. But you're really good in chat, and I'm just trying to figure out like when to be expecting it. I am asking for a reason, by the way. I promise. I'm not just blindly asking the question for no reason. Also, guys, don't forget that I am going to start recording Horizon Zero Dawn tonight, and I'm also going to do Forbidden West as well. That game is extremely lore heavy, and it has some really, it's about a woman who's basically living in an apocalyptic world, but instead of it being like zombies or gangs and stuff like that, it has some tribes and robotic dinosaurs and creatures. So I'm having to fight robots, and they were created in World War III as a way to try to help the U.S. defend itself. AI went crazy and ended up destroying everybody, and people developed tribes over time. And like I said, there is some talking in the game, there is some cutscenes, but the game itself, I mean, if you're willing to listen to what people have to say and you're willing to listen to really see how the story unfolds, it's an amazing story, and the action in it is so good. So I'm a very big fan of Horizon, and I really want to make that playthrough on the channel. So that's probably what's going to come next for the playthroughs. They were within 20 yards. It was a little sketchy, but so cool. Dude, my gosh. 20 yards from a moose, man. I bet your heart was wanting to pump out of its chest. My gosh. Sirius, are you still in the chat, man? Well. But guys, mods or anybody else in the chat, if you see Sirius come back into the chat, just let him know to hang on for a few minutes. I don't know if he had to step away as soon as he said he was back. But yeah, I do need to ask him a couple questions. You had the bear spray in one hand and a phone recording in the other. Gosh, man. Were you hunting moose, or were you fishing and they just kind of happened to walk upon you? Okay, so my other buck is not here at the moment, which means that is either my regular and the other one was a solo. But again, I usually go about 5 time resets before I'll go ahead and say that is by himself, because I want to give some time for the other buck to come back in case the respawn just isn't coming in. Also, guys, don't forget that we are now aiming for 800 subscribers. So if you guys are enjoying the stream and having a good time being here, please make sure that you guys hit the like button and subscribe for me. I am trying to get to 1,000 by the end of the year, if possible, maybe sooner. So I really would appreciate that for you guys. And also, don't forget, every 100, we are going to be doing a celebration of some sort here on the channel, where we're all going to be having like community events and stuff. So next week, there will be a video releasing telling you guys how we're going to be celebrating the 700 subscriber special. And there'll be something for everybody. So if you guys want to participate in it, you will all get a chance to do so. But like I said, you guys will have to wait till next week before I tell you what it is. There we go. There's one. Got all of them. All right, beautiful. I'm still missing a buck here, though. Like, I mean, supposed to have 2 bucks in that first zone there, and it's not giving me both of them. It's just giving me 1. I don't know what that is. Well, it's like whenever I start the game, I'm always getting 2 on the very first run over there, and then as soon as I shoot them, the rest of the runs that I do, it's only 1 buck, and the other one just won't spawn in. I don't know why it's doing that. You were just hiking to the fishing lake and stood up from being bedded in front of me? Oh my gosh, man. You might do some fallow, okay? Sirius, I have a question for you, man. Are you planning on trying to attend mostly just my hunting streams, or are you going to be here for all my streams? I am asking for a reason. Which there's no wrong answer here. I'm just trying to figure out when to be expecting you in the streams. Like, do you enjoy like all the content that I do here on the channel, or are you mainly just here for the hunting and fishing stuff? And like I said, there isn't a wrong answer there. Both answers would be acceptable. I'm just trying to figure out, trying to figure something out. You've been very, very good in chat and everything, so like I said, I'm just wondering what games that you're interested in here on the channel. And guys, don't worry, there will be more Great One Gods as well, as long as you guys have enjoyed the last Great One Gods I've done. But like I said, I am very aware that the last one was probably my worst Great One God video out of all of them, just because I had to rush through it. Again, I had something important going on that day that I didn't expect, and I was in a hurry. But oh no, you're serious. You're fine, serious. But just to ask you, man, I know that you're busy some days, but do you think that you'd be able to make it to most streams than none, or do you think that you'd probably have to miss a lot of them and only be able to be here for a few? Like, do you think you could try to be here for most of my streams, or do you think that that you're only going to be here for a few of them? There's that guy. I'm gonna get him down too. Oh, dude, tell me I got in there. He took a step forward. Okay, I got in there. We're good. Gotcha, serious. Gotcha. So the reason I'm asking, man, is because just like Prayer, these last few months you've had some very good attendance. You've been very, very good in chat, and I've enjoyed talking to you about Call of the Wild and a few other things. So while you're here on stream with me, man, how do you feel about being another mod? Would you like to be a mod for my channel, or do you think you'd be too busy? Again, if you're going to try to be a moderator, you have to be able to count on you to be here for at least a majority of the streams, and so that way you can moderate. So be honest with me about it. But like I said, I don't expect you to be in every single stream. I'm not gonna ever like take you off of being a mod as long as you're here for a majority of them. But if you think that you can keep the attendance up, man, and at least try to be here when you can be, I would like to mod you if you think you could be a good moderator for the channel. You're fine, Parker. You're also too young, Parker, unfortunately. You'll throw up twice? That doesn't make any sense, but okay. Kind of gross. Whatever. What's up, Prayer? Welcome back, man. See, does that get in there? It did get in there. That's alright. We got two. What's up, Wolf? Welcome back, man. Glad to see you guys coming back. Yeah, you guys haven't missed anything, really. We still haven't had anything special show up since the last level 5s. So, we're just kind of chilling, talking in chat, doing some stuff. Alright, serious. So, what I'll do, man, is that, I'll just keep you as a viewer for now then, and in the future, if you feel like that you could be a mod for the channel, you just let me know, okay? Like I said, you can still answer people's questions and behave like a mod if you want to, because, like I said, you've been an upstanding person on my channel for the past few months. So what I'll do is I'll just keep you as a viewer for now, but I'll allow you to act as a mod, if that makes sense. So if you see anybody misbehaving in chat and there's no other mods that are able to block them or anything, you can let me know in chat. Hey, D, there's some people being inappropriate that you've missed or something like that, and I'll go back and I'll take care of it. But yeah, if you want to, I'll allow you to behave as a mod on the channel if you wish. And then in the future, if you ever get to get more free time on your hands, or you think that you'd be able to be here for a lot of my streams, and you want to be a mod, just let me know. But I do thank you for your attendance as well, and and you are deserving as a mod spot. That's a pretty decent one. That's not going to be a 270. That's probably even a troll. But that is a really good estimate on that last one we saw. Okay, so both of my bucks are now back here at this spot. Not terrible. Alright, serious. Sounds good, man. So, that'll be a deal then. But yeah, thank you very much for your participation in my channel. You and Prayer both have been incredible these past few months. I'm very, very happy to have you guys in chat, and your guys' attendance has been great. So, I know that yours is kind of hit and miss, but like it seems like every single time you've been able to make it to a stream, you've been here. So again, I just thank both of you guys for your help, and both of you guys are deserving to be mods. So I appreciate you guys. Let's see. That's a pretty decent level 4. Take the intestine shot on him. Can I get a second buck out of this group? I can, if he'll stand still long enough. Thank you. And of course he's gonna float. Why wouldn't he float? They always float. Don't y'all just love floaters? The best thing on this game, I'm telling you. Life without floaters wouldn't be life at all. I mean, this game would just be terrible without floaters. It'd be horrible. Whoop! I meant to reload and I hit my trigger button. My bad. I just shot my tent. Great, now I gotta find a new tent. That one's up the river without a paddle. Oh, I got you, serious, yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm a very laid-back YouTuber, so even with my mods, like, Wolf Boss, he's not able to make it to my streams all the time, but he used to be able to be here all the time, and I modded him way back when. Just recently he's not been able to make it as much as he usually is. But, you know, I don't remove people as mods. You know, I mod people based on how good they are in chat and on their overall attendance for the channel and how dedicated they are to the channel, and also if they're part of the Discord. So, like I said, I try not to remove anybody as mods if I can help it, unless their attendance just becomes, like, absolutely horrible. So, like I said, if you ever feel like that you could be here for a majority of the streams and you think that you could be a good mod when you're here, I would definitely mod you. But if you feel like you're just not going to be here very often or wouldn't really be able to help out, then that is totally understandable, and I actually respect you for that decision. So, like I said, it's just up to you, and if you ever, in your own feelings on being a mod. So just let me know if you ever change your mind, okay? But like I said, you are welcome to behave as one, though. You can be an interim mod. We'll call you that. We'll call you an interim mod. Where you have the abilities that a mod does, but you just don't have the title. So that's what we'll consider you. You have all the abilities, you just don't have the title. That's what we'll do. I think that sounds pretty fair. Is there another one floating or no? I feel like there's a floater. Because I thought I had 2, 2, and 2. But I only see 1 here. Surely I killed this one, didn't I? Duke, where are you, man? Did this one run? Or did he fall? Oh, he ran. Okay, I was wondering. I couldn't remember if he dropped or if he ran. It looks like he ran. Floaters are absolutely amazing. Gives me tears of joy every time it happens. Oh man, I know, right? It's just so beautiful to watch them just like float across the water. Did you never see anything more heavenly in your life? Oh goodness. That may be a little bit overkill, but you gotta have fun, right? Oh man, yeah, I absolutely just hate floaters, man, with a passion. I hate them. Honestly, I kind of wish that floaters, instead of floating across islands, I kind of wish they would just kind of like get stuck in the water where they are. So that way they just don't move. Or the game would have this like recognition thing where if it was like on the side of a hill that would be like unapproachable by foot, at that point make it float. You know what I'm saying? Where the game could recognize if you could get to it or not. And if you can't get to, if it's not approachable or you can't reach it at that point, make it float. What's the age to be a mod, by the way? I usually look for 13 or above, but I will mod you as long as you have very good maturity for your age and know the games that I play very well, or are just overall a very, very, good person to have in chat. So, like I said, my terms for being a mod, I do like to stay 13 and above, but at the same time, you can also be a little bit younger depending on your overall maturity and how well you know the games that we play. But I won't go like extremely young though. Like you have to be at least like 12, in my opinion, is like the bottom that I'll let someone be. But even then, it really just depends on how you are in chat, what your attendance is like, what your maturity is like, and how you behave in the streams. There's a lot of stuff that goes into being a mod, for my channel at least. I hit that buck. I don't know where. There we go. That'll take him down. Yeah, serious. You told me. I think you told me your age. I believe like a few months ago. So yeah, I remembered that you were above the threshold. But I mean, even if you weren't, just in chat alone, you have a very good maturity to you, and you're very educated on the Call of the Wild and a few other things. And you're also just a really good joy to have in chat. You're very good at talking to other people and bringing up conversation. So that's kind of the main reasons as to why I was wanting to mod you. You're just really, really good in chat, and you just know your way around Call of the Wild and a few other things. So very deserving of the title, that is. And Prayer's the same way. He's had some really good attendance, and he knows Call of the Wild very well. So. I was on the phone at work and I heard the thing you did about floaters and I was like, what? I mean, that's the thing with my streams, guys. If you want to see my ADHD come out, just talk to me in stream, because that's how you get my streams to be fun. I'm not very good at like bringing up conversation, which is the reason why I prefer playthroughs over walkthroughs on video games, because I'm just not the best at commentator usually. But whenever it comes to games that are like first person, like Water Park Simulator, I feel that I'm at least decent at it. I know I'm not perfect. I know I'm not like the most entertaining person, but I do believe that I'm at least enjoyable to watch. And having people in stream that are helping, giving me ideas, talking to me about things that's going on, reacting to what I'm doing, that really helps me feel alive, and it really helps carry the channel. So, like I said, those who are in chat have the highest chance of being mods, because that's how I get to learn how you are, who you are, and what you're like. So. I'm more personality based than I am based on anything else on the channel. Your personality, as well as your age, and as well as your education on the games that we play, like Call of the Wild, Deer Hunting Camp, any of those two games, if you know your way around it very well, then yeah, you have a chance to be a mod. And I try to mod people every 100 subscribers, because my channel is very slow, growing or steady growing now, and there's not a whole lot of people in chat, so I really don't need the mods. But I like to reward people who are like being very, very dedicated to the channel, showing that they're fans of the channel, and are just very, very good to have in chat, or on the game itself. So like I said, I try to focus more on who is in chat and how they behave rather than anything else. Because I want my community to be a very clean community. I want it to be where everybody's got each other's back type of community. And I want it to be a community where ages of all kinds can be in here and not worry about what's in chat or worry about what's going to be said. Because, I do come from a Christian background, so I don't like seeing curse words myself. So I just try to keep everything clean. I can't do nothing about the games that we play. So obviously there's going to be some games that we play that are rated M and have heavy language in them. But sadly, these games, you just can't play them if you're not willing to just overlook that stuff. So... that's the only time on my channel that you guys will see language. It will never be in the chat. I mean, like I said, you guys, small words or people that are just now joining the channel and don't know that I'm keeping it clean, I tend to let it slide, but I do just politely ask them to not curse on stream. And most people respond very, very well with that. But yeah, that's kind of what I want my channel to be like. I want it to just everybody to be so friendly to everybody. I want it to be a very clean and enjoyable environment for all ages to be in. And again, that's with Discord, community tab, anything that involves my channel. I was trying to get that shot off before he ran off. Okay, I did hit something. Okay, he's gonna die. It's good enough. Alright, Prayer, sounds good, man. I'll see you when you get back, buddy. Like I said, we still got like 2.5 hours left in the stream, so we got a long way to go. Plenty of time for the Great One Fallow to show up, and still got time to get both the Fallow and the Wolf. I mean, like I said, as long as we get this Fallow deer to spawn in, we are going to switch immediately over to Wolves and try to double. Unless the stream doesn't have enough time. If there's only like an hour left in the stream, we might try it. But I would need to have time to be able to record the shot and everything, so we would just have to cross that bridge when we got to it. Okay. Trying to get this lined up just right. There we go. I probably should have shot the one in the back first, because that one was drinking and I just didn't notice it. Did I get something good? I did. Alright. So that's 2, 3, 4. That should be 10. That should be all 10 of them if they were all there. The hunter has become the hunted. Yeah, I hear that. Does Discord matter to be a mod? No. Nope. If you don't like doing Discord, that is not going to affect your ability to be a mod at all. Like I said, Discord would be helpful because if I ever needed to reach out to my moderators to let them know of something that's going on in the channel or anything, it does make it easier for me to communicate with them. But if you don't like being in Discord or using Discord, you definitely do not have to be in there to be a mod. Like I said, I usually most of my announcements come by video or by my post on my tabs on YouTube. So I rarely ever have to reach out to somebody. So like I said, you definitely do not have to be part of Discord. I mean, moderators are there to moderate chat during live streams. You know what I mean? Like, they don't get like special benefits or anything over other people on my channel. The only thing they get to do is they have the ability to control chat and make sure that everybody is behaving and no one's getting nasty on it and stuff like that. You know, you guys can remove chats and have the right to ask people to stop behaving certain ways or answer questions for them if I don't know the answers or if I haven't answered them, things like that. So basically the same thing as a normal viewer. It's just that you have the ability to block or delete people's posts if they start if they're being really nasty or something in chat. I mean, the only person that would ever manage my channel is going to be myself, because I want everything to be in my control. So I'm never going to put anybody as like a manager of the channel or anything like that. But like I said, though, I do want moderators on my channel that are the ones that I trust the most, or the ones that have the best attendance in the channel and just know what I'm wanting out of the channel. So if you're a mod, then that means that I see you as somebody who really knows how I want my channel to operate, and I trust you to keep the peace and not be overbearing to other people, you know, stuff like that. The reason I'm asking because I know people who need Discord for it to be a mod. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Yeah, you do not have to be a mod on my channel. My channel's very laid back. I'm very respectful of what people are doing in their lives, what kind of jobs they have, which is honestly the reason why I don't remove you as a mod once you are one. As long as you don't just like quit coming to the channel entirely, I will never like take you off of being a mod because I respect what you do in your life and I just let you be here when you want to be here. Again, you know, to be a mod, I did expect you to be able to be here to moderate the streams. So it would be nice, like, if you could make it, let's say that it's streamed 3 days a week. If you can make it to at least 2 per week and be there for a majority of the stream, then I would consider you a really good mod. However, if you're somebody that's like only able to come to a stream here and there, you know, every other week or something like that, you stand a chance of getting removed because I want to make sure that if you are a mod, you're able to moderate. You know what I mean? But that's all that I require is just at least good, decent attendance to be a mod. You don't have to have Discord and stuff like that, but it does help though. If you are part of the Discord and you are part of my Discord, and I need to like DM you for any reason, like message you directly to ask you about maybe a project I'm doing or something, it does make it a lot easier that way, but it is not required. So we were missing 2 bucks this time, guys. We usually have 10 here, and there was only 8 this time. So 2 of my bucks did not get respawns, unfortunately, this time around. I appreciate that. There's not many Christian Call of the Wild channels out there, and I just want to say keep it clean in chat and everything. I appreciate the compliment as well on my build, but yeah, like I said, that's what I want my channel to be with any game that we play. It doesn't matter, like, this September, whenever Wolverine launches, I'm like I've always told you guys, I will do a launch day stream of those games, but that's like the only time I'll stream it until I do a playthrough for it. So, so for me, Wolverine, whenever it comes out, that's obviously going to be a playthrough as soon as I can do it, and it's going to have a New Game Plus right off the bat. So you guys will get that playthrough pretty quickly. But yeah, games like that are like the only thing that I can't control, because obviously you can't control what people say in movies, games, you know, titles like that. But but I can control what's on my channel and what's in my chat. So, you know, the chat will always be clean. My channel will be as clean as I can keep it. Comments down below videos, you know, if anybody's cursing or anything on there, I just politely ask them not to do it. And if it's the first offense, I'll leave their stuff down there out of respect for them. Because it ain't right for me to remove a message somebody said just because they were unaware that I don't encourage cursing. But yeah, I try to be very fair to everybody on my channel, and I try to be very clean, so that way ages of all kinds can be in the chat at least, knowing that they're not going to see any kind of heavy language or nasty talk in there. I mean, to me, it doesn't matter what game I play, and I don't curse in real life either. Like, the person you guys are hearing in my stream, this is genuinely how I am whenever you meet me in real life. I treat everybody like they're my friend, and I'm always just very extroverted, and I'm a happy-go-lucky person, and like I said, I'm a very clean person in real life. So I don't smoke, dip, drink, nothing of that. So I try to keep my channel where it reflects my personality. I want my channel to be me, if that makes sense. So I do appreciate that build. I thought I had a great one for a second. It's just a 5. The 5 scored 269. Oh my gosh, dude. So you beat my record today. Congrats, Sirius. That's amazing, man. Yeah, my record right now is 267. So that's my biggest diamond is 267. But dude, congratulations on that beast, brother. Golly, point something off 270. That's rough. I'd still be happy with him, but I would have been bummed if that was me. You think I missed one back there at the lake? I could have been mistaken. If I did miss 1-0, then that's okay. As long as it wasn't a great one, he'll still be there next time. So, give me a second, guys. I'm going to get a drink. Alrighty. Got to keep my throat feeling good. It's a long stream today, so I got to make sure that my throat feels like talking the whole time. Okay, that is a level 3. I think that's not the same deer that we saw a few minutes ago. I think we have a level 2 or a level 1 here, and I think this is the other buck. Yeah, there's the little guy. So yeah, we made the right call not to shoot that one. So yeah, that little guy is the solo. Okay, good. And so we have identified that the big one is in fact our shooter. So we're back to where we used to have him, thankfully. He is trotting along a little bit too quickly, but that's fine. We can take care of him now. 1625, people. 1625. Slowly approaching our last great one number. And I don't know about the mod thing because school will start in like 2 weeks, if not a little bit less or more. I'll tell you what, Sirius. I'm gonna run something by you, and you can let me know if it sounds good to you. How about we'll hold off on modding you for now, and we'll let school start back for you. And then we'll let you go a couple of weeks. I'll let you go just however many weeks you think you need to see what your average time of free time is. And if you think that you can be here for at least like a couple of my streams out of the 3 a week or something like that, or at least know you'll have good attendance overall, and you want to be a mod, I'll mod you. But if you feel like school's taking up a lot of your time and you're just not able to make it to the streams, I will be very respectful of that if you don't want to be a mod. Because, like I said, I expect anybody that I invite to be a mod to be here a lot. And Prayer is here all the time, so I knew that he'd be okay just me assigning him as one. But I needed to talk to you today because I know I have seen where there's been a few times where you weren't able to make it, where you were busy. So I just wanted to be respectful of your life and see what you were doing before I modded you. Because I didn't want you to feel like that you had to do something that you couldn't do. You know what I mean? So anybody that I need to ask to be a mod, they'll get asked during the streams whenever I can get a chance to talk to them. Let's see, can I get you to stop? There we go. Don't shoot the doe. Got him. Alright, beautiful. Okay. Sounds good, seriously. That's what we'll do, man. Now, like I said though, if you're fine, like I will give you the rights to be to act as a mod. Again, you won't be able to like physically, delete people's text or block people in chat. But like I said, if you want to greet people when they come in, and if you want to answer questions if I don't know the answers to them, or if you just want the answer since I'm talking to somebody else, you're allowed to. Which anybody can do that anyways. I don't mind if people answer questions. But yeah, if there's anybody that's like misbehaving in chat and there's no other mods in the channel that know, you can definitely let me know. So, I will treat you as a mod until then. So, and like I said, even if you don't become one, you do have the rights to behave as one. Okay? In my opinion, you do deserve that, at least. But yeah, just let school start back, see how your schedule goes, and if you think that you can make it to several, to at least a good amount of my streams, then I think that you'd be okay to be a mod. Because, again, I'm not very strict on my channel. I just expect for you to be here for several of them, for as many of them as you can be. And if you can't make it, I mean, like I said, I try to be respectful of that, because I know you're busy. So. Again, as long as you have good attendance, then in my opinion, you can be a mod, is the way I look at it. You don't have to have great attendance, you don't have to have perfect, but I do need to at least know that I'm going to see you in at least a lot of my streams, you know what I mean? Even if it isn't every week, even if it isn't every day, as long as it's a majority of the weeks and a majority of the days, if I assigned you as a mod, then that's all that really matters to me. As long as you have very good attendance and I can count on you to be there for a lot of my streams, then you're good. And if any of you guys are moderators for me right now and are in chat, and you feel that you are not able to be here as much as you need to be a mod, again, I can take the mod thing off of your name if you want me to, and I will still allow you to behave as one. So anybody that gets modded on my channel, if there's ever anything that comes up, if you get like a job or anything comes up where you just can't be here as often as you want to be, and you don't feel like that you like really need to be a mod, I will be very respectful of that decision, and I can remove you, but you will still have the ability to behave as one. So whenever you're in the streams and everything, if you're wanting to warn people about like their behaviors and stuff, you're more than welcome to do so. Lay those two down. Let's see. Get that one. Where's the other big one? That is him. Okay. Couldn't tell if that was Mother Shooter or not there for a minute. Oh, dude, did you have to turn around? Tell me I got the intestines. Alright, I did. Good. That's what I was aiming for. You're going to try to get a job when you're 15 and a half. That is totally understandable. Again, guys, if you're working and you let me know that you have a job and you won't be able to be around very much, I will be more lenient with you. You know what I'm saying? As long as you don't just disappear and just never come to the streams, then I'll still keep you as a mod. As long as you just let me know what's going on and why you can't make it to some of my streams. Because like I said, I have plenty of mods to be here for the amount of people that's currently in my channel. Because I average about 6 to 10 people per stream, which ain't that much, so I really don't need that much help at the moment. Of course, I'm always hoping that's going to get bigger and better in the future. But as of right now, I actually can be pretty lenient with you guys because I don't really need the extra help most of the stream. But again, in the future, if we ever start averaging 30, 40 people a stream, and there's a ton of people talking in chat, which is what I'm hoping happens, at that point I will start getting a little bit stricter on my mods because I'll have to make sure they can be there. So, but as of right now, I'm very lenient. I'm very laid back, I'm very lenient, until the channel eventually hopefully takes off. $16.29. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. $16.29, and I'm looking for a great one to dine on. That sounded funnier in my head. Overlook that. Is that a rare? Okay, I know this one's a chocolate. Okay, they're both chocolates. I can see the bottom of that one's foot. Okay, so just 2 chocolate bucks. Oh, come on, man. You could have gave me one more split second. Oh, well, I'll take that. I don't know where I hit that buck at, but I'll take the drop shot. If YouTube doesn't work for you, what do you mean? I don't know. I don't understand what you're meaning by that, serious. You're saying if YouTube doesn't work for you, either you left the first part of your sentence out there, or something, because I'm not sure what you're saying. There we go. Also, guys, once again, I am a small YouTuber, so until we grow quite a bit, I will constantly be saying this every so often throughout my streams. But if you guys are having a great time being here, even if you're lurking, if you're having a lot of fun, please make sure you guys help support the channel by hitting the like button and subscribing for me. Like I said, we are now trying to get to 800 subscribers, and we're trying to aim for 1,000 by the end of the year. And we do stream 3 days a week, from 3 to 4 hours at a time, depending on my wife's schedule. And I also release videos and shorts whenever something happens. That is an enormous buck. At least from the side, he looks so wide, dude. 288 is no, I don't think he's as big as I thought he was. Hang on a second. I don't think he's as big as I thought he was. I can't tell. He's either a monster or he's kind of a mid-sized diamond, but that looks like a monster buck. I can't tell. That's a big estimate for him, though. Dude, I thought that was an Irish elk. Whenever I first saw that thing's rack where it's so wide, I thought that was an Irish elk great one. I thought I had got another great one. I thought it was an Irish elk one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that guy's as big as I thought he was. I'm still gonna stream him 308 either way, but I don't think he's as big as I initially thought. I think I got a little bit too excited on that one. Oh, well, he didn't give me enough time. Can you walk for us, brother? Thank you. See, anybody else giving me an easy shot? Not really, so I'm gonna try the intestines. Let's get the big boy first, actually. Should be right in there. Oh, that's a bad shot. I shot that guy in the legs. Oh, and he stopped as soon as I needed to shoot again. Okay, I got him in the second shot. Alrighty, let's see. What else is here? 300. Straight to the back. There we go. Alright, that's good enough. Oh, gotcha, Sirius, gotcha. The way that I look at it, you know, which right now I'm not currently working, but if I did have a job, you know, I would probably have to work a few days and then some evenings maybe stream an hour or two. But yeah, working and trying to do YouTube, it really is tough, man. So I hope it works out for you, brother. I really do. But again, if it doesn't, I mean, the best thing I can tell you is just try to find times to make videos. You know, don't let it fall by the wayside unless you just find out that you just never have time for it. But yeah, I do wish you the best, man. I hope that your channel does great and all that stuff. Alright, let's go see if I can find the one that ran up the hill here. This is his blood trail. And he's just right there. Okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness he didn't run too far. Is that a deer laying up there? No, it's a bush. Okay. I hear you, man. My channel, let's see how big this guy is, guys. 261, so we are taxing this one. Beautiful. So he was as big as I thought he was. He is a 260, guys, so we're gonna get to keep this diamond. So we do got one trophy going back to the trophy lodge with us today. That's awesome. Hopefully it keeps climbing. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna shout out to Sirius's channel, guys. Go check out his channel if you guys like his content. Make sure you guys subscribe to him as well. He's really been helping out my channel lately, so I'm paying back a little bit by going and helping him out some. But yeah, I'm serious. My channel started out at 89, so I started out my channel a long time ago, and all I did was concerts. I didn't do any gaming. All I did was I just made my concerts, which you guys can still watch them. I have playlists on my channel. And the first concert I ever made was Metallica, which is probably my best concert right beside Bon Jovi that I've ever made. And yeah, that one alone got me 89 subs. or excuse me, 50-something subs. And then whenever I did Bon Jovi, it got me up to 89. And then by the time I started YouTube, I was like at 115. So so yeah, that kick-started my channel for me. But yeah, I was never really big to start my channel. It just takes some time, man. But I really do hope the best for you, and I hope that your channel does really well in the future, as well as present day. Okay, that guy is drinking. So I'm going to try to let this other buck stop, and I'm going to try to double up on him. Stop it. Oh, I got them both. Okay, good. I got scared there. I thought that one took off. Okay. Shoot this guy. And we got everything. What's up, anywhere? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing well. Make yourself at home. Talk about anything you want to. Just make sure you keep it clean. I'm doing pretty good, buddy. I'm doing pretty good. Just trying to get my third Great One Fallow deer. My 14th total Great One, I believe. And we're currently at 1631. We've had three diamonds today show up. I screwed up 2 of them because the bullet just somehow didn't make it to the lung. And then I got a big 260 a few minutes ago. Yeah, we're doing pretty good, buddy. We're doing pretty good. We're just hanging out, talking about some hunting stuff and different things. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I do too, buddy. I do too. But yeah, we're really trying to get him. And if you want to help the channel grow, I really would appreciate your subscription. We do stream 3 days a week, and I put my schedule out every Sunday. And we mostly do the hunting games on the channel, but we also expand out and play some other ones. We're currently doing Water Park Simulator as well on the channel. So, if you would like to help support the channel, I would appreciate it. But again, that is totally up to you. Yeah, I have 14 great ones right now, I believe. This will be number 15, and I have over 4,000 hours in the game for Call of the Wild. Just to give you some background on me. Alrighty, these two are dead side by side. That is beautiful. Yeah, man. Anywhere do you play Call of the Wild very often? And if so, are you a grinder or are you a free roamer? I always love asking people that question if they join the chat, because I like to learn who my people are. But yeah, are you mainly a Great One grinder on the game, or do you do free roam mostly? If you're still in the chat. Let's see. Don't see a Great One there. No Great One here. I do not see a Great One down there either. That's a level 5 though. That's gonna be a troll. I can tell by the estimate that's a troll. Well, we're getting a bunch of level 5s today though. That's a good thing. Only 1 troll so far, so I'll take that. He might make it, but he's not going to be big enough for me to care about. Beautiful. Let's see. Can I make the shot on both of these? Better reload just in case the shots go sour. 400 yards, top of the back. 380, a little bit low. Alright, we're good. Thank you, Anywhere. I appreciate you, man. You love my energy. I hunt both ways, mostly grinding, but from time to time I go out and just hunt to keep the love for the game. Buddy, I hear that entirely. I hear that. Yeah, I'm mostly a grinder. I find most of my enjoyment on this particular game is grinding. But at the end of every month, we do a multiplayer stream where I open up my other maps to the public and I can play with you guys if you're on PS4 or PS5. And then I also play Deer Hunting Camp and then Fishing Planet. And on Deer Hunting Camp, I actually like that one style better as like a free roaming type game because it's very realistic. So for arcade games, I actually enjoy the shoot 'em up type style, but for like realistic games, I mean, obviously I like the more slow paced. But yeah, on this game, I'm mostly a Great One grinder, even though I do somewhat enjoy free roam from time to time. I will tell you the most craziest thing about me though is that I have 4,000 hours in this game, and I've never even laid eyes on a super rare. I use full herd management on most of my grinds, and I've got 14 Great Ones. And yeah, I have never ever even spawned in an animal that could make super rare. I've had one level below every time. I've got gold rares and below. I've never ever had a diamond rare. So I'm always telling people in my chat that the first time that I spawn a super rare, as long as it's a species that I really like, you guys will probably hear a 31-year-old man cry on stream. Like, you probably will hear that. Because that is the one trophy I want out of everything right now is a super rare. Dude, that was so awesome, man. That's 2, 4, 5, 6. Let me go down here so I can count this pond. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, so we got 11. So we have one solo in here this time. 1642, guys. We're 1,642 kills in now. 1,672 was our last great one. So we're slowly approaching our last great one number for the fallow. You have 20 super rares right now at the moment, dude. You've been so lucky. That is awesome, man. Congratulations on all those trophies, brother. Yeah, for me, I've put in a lot of time on this game, but I've just had terrible luck with super rares. I've had very good luck with great ones, though. My great ones numbers are usually below 2,000. I only have like 2 great ones that exceeded that number. So, so yeah, I've had some really good luck with great ones. I've had plenty of diamonds, had plenty of rares, but I've just never spawned in a super rare. I don't know why. And most of my time with playing the PS4 and PS5, I've just never had that trophy appear. So, I will probably lose it that day I get one. It'll probably be even more important to me than a great one, to be honest. Whenever I get a max level animal that I know isn't going to troll and it's a rare color, that day I'm going to be extremely emotional because it'll be very intense for me not to screw that one up. So that's the one trophy I want more than anything right now. I mean, I love all great ones. Don't get me wrong. I love every single one of them, but because that guy was a diamond, but that's okay. Like I said, I knew he was going to be small either way, so I didn't really care too much about messing him up. I only keep him at 260s and above because my entire trophy lodge right now is just nothing but 260 antlers and above. So, I will keep them smaller racks if they're rares, but I'm kind of just trying to make them every single animal in my European lodge. I'm trying to make every animal just be like the biggest version of the animals they can be. Oh my gosh, dude. 3,700 kills for a Jaguar? Dude, that is so rough, man. I have somebody in chat right now, I think that's like in 7,000 range for the Jaguar. So, yeah, they've been really rough to a lot of people. But I've actually gotten 4 great ones in the past 3 months. I've actually had some very good luck here lately. Because I'm trying a new strategy that seems to be working. However, you have to make the shot count, I believe, because I did screw up one of my great ones, and that caused my luck to kind of change. But I was hunting for the Silver Ridge Peaks mule deer, and I got that one killed, I believe, towards the end of June. And then we started doing the black bear, we started doing the Jaguar pretty immediately as soon as the new map dropped. So I got the Jaguar in 275 kills, and then I got my Great One mule deer, which we had been working on him for a few months. But the Great One mule deer was at like, I don't know, it was in the thousands. I can't remember how far up though, but he was in the thousands. And then we got him. And then I decided to go after black bear. I got one black bear in 44 kills. And then my second black bear came in 375, I believe. So, I had some really good luck with the black bears. But yeah, my great one luck on this game seems to be very good. And there is a theory going around that every single person that makes a new account on this game has a different chance of spawning different animals. So, like, some people will be really good at spawning in super rares, but will be terrible at spawning in great ones. And then there'll be some people that'll get all the diamonds they could ask for, but it's so hard for them to get either super rares or great ones. And then you have people like me, where you have the hardest time in the world getting super rares, but you'll have the easiest time in the world with everything else. Like, I have a good mixture of rares and diamonds and great ones, with good numbers for all of them. But I just can't spawn a super rare for the life of me. And I do believe that theory. You have 16 great ones and 6 max level rares, 3 super rares, and 3 super trolls. Bill, that is amazing, man. Congratulations on all those trophies, brother. That is great. I'm hoping I get there one day. Guys, I need to get out of the habit. My wife is telling me all the time that whenever I stream, I talk way too loud. And it's just because I have this paranoia that if I don't talk up, that my headset ain't going to catch my voice. But my voice is already somewhat getting shot, as you guys can hear it. And I've only been streaming for a little over an hour and a half. So, I'm going to try my best to talk at normal tones now. This is like my normal tone, so I need to try my best to just stay here. I need to train myself to remember that you guys can still hear me and not have to talk really loud. So, if you guys think that I'm talking very loud in the stream or anything, please let me know, because due to my ADHD, I don't pay attention to that. And if you guys think that I'm being very loud, please let me know in stream so that way I can try to learn to talk at normal tones with a headset on. Because I really do struggle with that. But be polite about it, obviously, but let me know, guys. Because I need to learn how to talk in a YouTube voice without straining my throat. You're missing some of your respawns for fallow deer? Oh, man. Hopefully that means something, brother. I mean, like I said, it's possible that they just could be getting stuck in limbo where you've been shooting them quickly. But, I mean, then again, a lot of my great ones showed up this year after spawns stopped coming in. So it's very possible. It is pouring the rain at my house right now. It ain't storming, so we shouldn't have to stop the stream for any reason. But it is raining pretty good here. But yeah, just to let you guys know, once again, I have 3 Great One Whitetails, 2 big racks, and 1 cluster rack. I have 2 fallow deer, being a medium-sized mocha blade rack, and then I have an enormous Irish elk that's silver. But he has the widest rack I've ever seen out of any Irish elk ever. So I'm lucky to have him. And so I have 2 fallow deers, and then I have 1 of everything else in the game except for a handful of animals that I don't really care much for. And some of those animals is the boar, the red fox, because I don't like having to shoot both the male and the female. That's the only reason I don't shoot those. But yeah, the red fox, the boar, and the roe deer, which we are working on roe deer. It's just been a while since I've returned to that grind, but we are working on the roe deer. And then I think the only other great one that I don't have is one that I can't think of. So, but I do have at least 1 of every great one in the game. Except for those few niche animals I just don't care too much for. Okay, that guy's drinking. Did we get him? Oh, we did get him. Alright, good. That worried me there for a minute because he moved right as soon as I went to shoot, so I got scared there for a second. 1646, guys. 1672 was our last great one. Our last great one took 1,672 kills. This one, we're approaching that now. Oh, you guys are tied in great ones? That's cool. You guys need to have like a competition between the 2 of you. Whoever gets like the next 2 great ones first wins or something. Since you guys are tied. Sounds to me you guys need to have a tiebreaker of some sort. I have completely a different voice when I'm doing voiceovers for YouTube Shorts. Yeah, with me, it's not really that I have a different voice. It's just I tend to yell. And it's kind of an ADHD thing, but it's also something to do with me wearing headphones. Where headphones kind of muffle your voice a little bit. It makes me feel like you guys won't be able to hear me if I don't speak up. And also, I don't have a legitimate speaker or microphone. So there's nothing for me to talk into. And it's mostly paranoia that you guys won't be able to hear me. Is the reason why I talk so loud. But it is also because of my ADHD, where I'm excited to be streaming for you guys, and anytime I get excited, my body will like overreact to it. So my voice tends to raise, and I tend to talk a lot faster. So that's the reason why I talk really loud and fast on stream, is because I'm excited to be here doing what I'm doing, but I don't realize whenever I talk too fast or whenever I talk too loud. It just doesn't occur to me. You're 269 kills into fallow deer, buddy. I hope you get him soon. My very first fallow deer was a short grind. It was 350 kills. And then my second great one was 1672. And now we're on our final great one, as I'm calling it, because after I get this next great one, I'm going to be moving away from this animal for quite some time. I probably will not be returning to Tail War for a while, but... Oh, come on. You could have gave me one more second. Like I said, I think our next great ones that we're going to be working for, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, obviously the new one that comes out later this year, I'm going to be going after it if it's one I like. But I think that the great ones that I am going to be working on next is going to be New England Moose. I'm probably going to try to get another pheasant. I also want to get another jaguar. And yeah, we'll see what the new great one towards the end of the year is going to be. But yeah, for now, those are the great ones that I'll be pursuing after I get this next fallow deer. Also, we still need to get one more wolf. I do need to get another wolf so that way I can complete my wolf corner, as I call it. I want to have 2 wolves howling with each other, and then have all the rares behind them on my trophy lodge, or my 3 favorite rares, I should say. And I'm really hoping the next wolf I get is the Twin Souls, because that is my favorite of my Great One Wolf. And I did get the Grave Hive, which is probably my second favorite, and it's also the rarest. So I was very happy that the Grave Hive was the one that I got. But my wife ended up getting the Twin Souls like 3 days after I got my, or excuse me, about a month or 2 after I got mine. And yeah, I was pretty jealous, to say the least. I was happy for her, very, very happy for my wife that she got a great one, but she got the one I wanted. So you guys know how it is. If you're a grinder and somebody else gets the trophy that you want, you know what it feels like. It feels good that they got one, but you just really can't help but wish it was you that got it too. It's just part of being a hunter or a fisher. You're going to have certain areas of jealousy. How you handle it, though, is what matters. You're on grind number 12? Yeah, I know, man. You're a beast when it comes to these. Okay, where's this other guy at? He's gonna run. Again, I'm jumping off my 4-wheeler for no reason. I don't know why I'm getting off my 4-wheeler and running. I could have just stayed on my 4-wheeler and just followed his trail on the 4-wheeler, but whatever. Now, guys, we still have like 2.5 hours before I have to end the stream. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to end this. I'm going to finish up this run. I'm going to reset time, do a main menu reset. And then I'm going to go around all of my zones and just make sure there's no great one if I don't have one this run. And then I'm probably going to check some of my solo zones on the river front, on the ocean front. Because like I said, most of it is herd managed again now, but there's a few other bucks that I just need to make sure are not big ones. So I do need to check some of my solos today while we're on stream. Make sure there's nothing over here that needs to be shot. Level 2. That's a level 3, but I don't know if he was over there with the solos or if he came from this zone. But either way, he's too small. He's small enough where I can leave him, so that's good. $16.50, guys. We're 22 kills away from our last great one number. The only great ones I don't have are fox, pheasant, tar. But I reset my game recently for fresh maps because I got bored grinding. I hear that, buddy. I hear that entirely. I know. To me, I don't like resetting just because I don't like having to lose all my stuff. And plus, I'm like $5 million into the game, and I don't want to lose that money. So that's kind of my reason as to why I never reset the game, is I just don't like to have to reset my gear. But I totally respect and understand why people do it, though. Oh, that stupid doe pushed that buck. If that buck would have stayed right where he was, I could have got that shot off. Oh, that's a bad shot. Dude, come on. That's okay. We'll just take one, I guess. That don't happen too much at that spot. Most of the time I get both of those bucks, but that time I missed the other one. Dude, that stupid doe just like pushed that buck out of my crosshairs. That wasn't even fair. Is there any solos over there? There is some solos over here. Didn't even pay attention. Yeah, we need to shoot that guy. He's too big. There we go. Now that one's a solo, guys, so I'm not gonna pick him up. Again, any solo that I shoot, unless it's a diamond or a rare, I just leave it, because that guarantees that it will not be a great one. So make sure that you guys kind of use that to your advantage when you're doing HM. If you know that there's a buck that you're shooting that is that it needs to be shot, and it's just and now don't do it when you're first starting out. Obviously, when you're first starting out, obviously you want to claim everything. But after you've got your entire map managed down and you're just having to deal with just a very few of them, at that point you're okay to not pick them up, because you know that you know where they're going to be, and you know they're not going to be a great one. So I usually don't pick up solos after I've got my entire map managed. It's a pretty decent level 4. You hope it's a lion or a crocodile. Dude, that'd be pretty cool. I wouldn't mind a Nile crocodile great one. That'd be pretty neat. Although that would require a lot of running, though. Maybe. I hit that buck. I don't know where, though. I think he's good. Yeah, he's good. Alright. The way he was behaving there, I thought for sure that was a good shot. That should be in the intestines. It is. Go for another intestine shot. Never mind. Dude, come on. Tell me, I've been... I don't want to track anything. But now I have no choice. Go figure. Alrighty. Fair enough. What's up, Colton? I'm sorry if I didn't see you, man. Welcome to the stream, brother. Good to have you. Glad to see you can make it today. You're missing 2 bucks, if not 3. That ain't terrible. It's such a sleeper great one idea. It would look so cool and the grind would be great. It might be pretty great. The problem with it is that, you know, if you're talking about about Emerald Coast, there is just so much water to cover. And so many different crocs that they would have to be to take care of. So, I don't know. If there's a way to spawn trap them, then yes, in that case it'd be great. But if it's kind of like a case of the Jaguar, where you just have to kind of run the river and just shoot them all, I mean, it'd be fun. But I think it would get old after a while if you couldn't make it be like easy. So, I do think that'd be a cool, great one in general. But as far as the grind is concerned, it would just depend on how you do it. Oh, I hope something is, man. You got a great one in one of my recent streams, so that'd be awesome if you got another one. Like I said, I'm having times right now where I'm missing respawns, and then they'll come back and they're just normal deer. So hopefully yours is actually meaningful and you actually have something spawn out for it. Where'd we come from? Where'd we go? Where's the great one? Buckstarrow. Whoa! Buffs are four-wheelers in expansive worlds. I should not be slipping and sliding. We're on ground that four-wheeler is made for. Please buff the handling. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go check this one little solo zone behind this house real quick. Strange things are happening. No diamonds, no 5s at all, and missing respawns. Going to get called a cheater for these great ones happening too soon. Buddy, I mean, think about what just happened to me, serious. We got the great one mule deer, and then 275 kills later, we got the jaguar. 44 kills later, we got the black bear. And then we went and got, what was it? And then after the black bear, we did it again and got another black bear. So, I mean, sometimes you just get really lucky in Call of the Wild. And like I've been telling you guys, if you get a great one to spawn, switch species immediately if you have more than one grind going on. Because it really seems to have really boosted my luck for at least 200 kills after my last great one to have a chance to get another one. Because we got 4 great ones in 3 months. And that just doesn't really happen. And I guarantee it's because of the new thing I'm trying, which is that once you get a great one of a species and you don't screw up the shot, I screwed up that last black bear. And look what happened. I no longer got great ones. But I didn't screw up the mule deer, and then I switched species, got the jaguar in under 300 kills, switched species again, got the black bear in 44, and then I switched species again for at least a little while. I think I got another great one too in between the 2 black bears, but I forget what it was. I could be thinking wrong as well, but yeah, I do think if you switch species, it gives you like a very high chance of getting another great one or rares and diamonds. For like the next 300 kills or something like that, if you make the shot count. That stupid buck is like perfectly sandwiched between those does. See if I can get him. It's a bad shot. Dude, come on. There we go, got something that time. Good grief. I'm getting buck fever today, ladies and gentlemen. Just panicking too much when it comes to shooting. Alright, we're good. We got everything. $16.61, guys. We are officially only 11 kills away from our last great one. Our last great one was 1672. We're now at 1661. So hopefully the next great one will show up around that same number. Golly, build. Somebody had some good respawns on that map. Yeah, I'm usually not afraid of modded servers on consoles because apparently it's extremely hard to mod consoles. So so I don't usually like get afraid to do multiplayer. It's just I just don't really go out of my way to play it very often. Like I said, when I'm not streaming Call of the Wild, I'm usually playing. If I'm playing a hunting game, it's usually a legit hunting chance. And if I'm playing something totally different. I usually just don't really touch Call of the Wild unless I'm streaming. I just don't really have as much fun with it unless I'm streaming. So, I still love the game. Don't get me wrong. Still a lot of fun. I just have more fun whenever I'm streaming with you guys than I do on my own. Where did this guy... Oh, he still ran, didn't he? I thought he died up here on the hill, but... I forgot that he was still running. Alright, let's see if this is his trail. Do I see any blood? I do not see blood. Duke, I need you, brother. I don't know where this buck went off to. Let's see, can you put me on the trail, my friend? Where is he? Oh, wait, there he is. He did die on the side of the hill, I just wasn't up high enough. Yeah, that's a good point too, man. Yeah, multiplayer definitely needs some help. The only time I play multiplayer is with you guys at the end of every month, because that's what we do on the channel. I like to play with you all. But that's like the only time I ever do multiplayer. However, like I said, we're celebrating 700 subscribers. And next week there's going to be a video come out about it, and I think it's going to blow you all away. Because I've already got plans on what we're going to do for 700. And I'm telling you guys, every 100 subscribers until we hit 1,000, every single thing we do is going to be bigger than the last thing. So this one's going to be kind of medium-ish, kind of small. Still really exciting and a lot of fun. But it's going to be a little bit smaller scale compared to the 800 one. And then at 800, we're going to do a little bit bigger of a celebration. 900 is going to be a big celebration. And then when we hit 1,000, guys, there's going to be a lot of stuff happening at 1,000 subs. I already got all that planned out. Like, I already know what's going to happen with 1,000. And, yeah, it's going to be a lot. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's raining cats and dogs outside, as my papa would say. My papa's so funny. He's one of those old men that has like a really high pitched voice. So whenever he says it, it just makes you chuckle. It's raining cats and dogs outside. Let's see, can I get a shot off on your friend there? Barely not. Dude, I'm shooting a little bit too far ahead. Got him. Alright. Oh, I'm out of bullets, dude. I needed that shot. Oh no, I needed that shot so bad. I think we got both. I think that's gonna kill everything. Golly, serious. Well, I hope something serious is about to happen to you. See what I did there? No, but seriously, I do hope something serious is about to happen, buddy. I seriously hope something serious is about to happen, and I hope it's a serious great one for you. And I'm being serious about that. That's not a Mela, is it? I think that's chocolate, but it could be melanistic. Not sure. I'll have to look into that one. Level 4. So I'm missing that buck, unfortunately. Unless that was him that just spawned in. Yeah, he just spawned in. Okay. Alright, let's get it done. I'm gonna hope that's a chocolate. It is a chocolate. It should be good. Yep, it is. Okay, is either one of these two bucks drinking? No, they are not. So I'm gonna try to get the big one. And then the small one. Tell me I got in there somewhere. I did not. Oh, are you serious? Oh, come on. Whatever, I'll have to track that one. That's okay. You're four subs away from 200. Not super serious on YouTube, though. I just do it for fun. Hey, I hear you too, man. I mostly do mine for fun, too. Like I said, I would like to turn it into something in the future if it ever gets there. But I'm just so thankful that we made 700, man. 700 subs is a great milestone for me. And yeah, I have some really good people that subscribe to my channel, and have a good time in my chat. So I'm very thankful for what I have. But yeah, currently I'm mostly just doing it as a hobby myself. So I do take it a little bit more serious than a hobby, but it's not like I'm like obsessive over it or anything like that. Yeah, if you're wanting your channel to grow, I mean, all you got to do is just keep doing your stuff. If you do videos and shorts, just keep making them. You'll eventually get people that'll like what you're doing, and they'll subscribe. My channel is a spurty growth channel, as I call it, where it'll be a long time between subscribers, but every time I get one subscriber, I end up getting several, and then I'll go a month or two without anything, and then I'll get like another spurt of several more subscribers. But this whole year has been kind of steady though. Like, this has been some of the best growth, especially in the past couple of months, that I've had in a while. Because I started this year at like right at 500, and I'm already at 700. Which I know that is months, but still that's pretty slow and steady growth for a newcomer, and I'm very happy about that. Because I think that I was at 500, I think I hit 500 in February, and then I think I was at 600, if I'm not mistaken, by June. And then I think I've got another 100 by now, if I'm not mistaken. Again, I have a very terrible time remembering stuff, so that's probably wrong. But I think, if I'm remembering correctly, that was the growth I got on my channel this year. So, like I said, just keep doing your thing, man, and you will grow. And guys, I did get everything off this pond, and I do know that there was nothing missing. So I'm going to go ahead and consider that 10 kills. It could have been 11, it could have been 9, but I just don't feel like counting these 2 ponds. These ponds are very hard to keep track of for me. So, I do know I killed all the bucks, so I'm just going to go ahead and say 10. Again, with ADHD, it's hard for me to keep up with numbers anyways, some of the times. So, a lot of my kill counts for my great ones are like really close estimates, rather than being exact. Except for the ones that were short, of course, because obviously it's easy to keep track in the very beginning. You got a 5 and it trolled. You're 15 away from 100, dude. That is so close, man. You are so close to almost 100. I hope you get there, brother. I hope you do. Yeah, a lot of my subscribers actually didn't come from great ones or trophies, though. Like, a lot of my subscribers comes from shorts. Like, that's where most of my channel has its success, is during my live streams and during my shorts. That seems to be whenever I get most of my subscribers. It's through the shorts that I post, and also whenever I'm streaming. And then obviously whenever I do the multiplayer streams and people from the public join us, a lot of them have subscribed and became fans of the channel through the multiplayer streams. So. Dude, it is absolutely pouring the rain here, but yet the sun is shining. It's so bizarre. Like, the sun is so bright, but it is pouring the rain. You also just like having the videos on YouTube for me to be able to look back on my cool fishing trips in the future and whatnot. I hear that build. You see, with my playthroughs that I do on the channel, where I take storyliner games and turn them into movies, I actually do still go back and watch those. Like, I actually just recently went back and watched my Batman and the Telltale series. I just got done watching both of those here recently. And then before that, I watched all of my Resident Evil playthroughs. So I do like going back and watching them as movies, and I find a lot of enjoyment doing that. So yeah. That's what I do on my channel. I don't really go back and watch my hunting stuff very much, but I do, unless people need me to or whatever. So, like, never. But I do go back and watch my playthroughs, though. I think that my editing is very underrated, and, yeah, some of my games I could have done a little bit better gameplay and a little bit better editing in some parts. But for a majority of my playthroughs that I've done, I feel like that they were really, really good. And, I enjoy watching them as movies. I'm gonna get a drink real quick, guys. Let me see here. You're doing a herd management red deer and using Scarecrow's guide. Yeah, Scarecrow actually taught me how to grind. I've been subscribed to Scarecrow's channel since the red deer grind. The red deer was a great one, so a very long time. And I've been subscribed to Flinter almost just as long. And yeah, I learned how to grind through Scarecrow's and a red deer guide. And then I did other Great One grinds by myself just to teach myself how to do it. And I would watch guides on like where to set up and stuff. But I pretty much did all my herd management by myself because I wanted to learn everything on my own. And it turns out that I learned that my learning went correctly. Your shortest grind is 30 kills. That is amazing, serious. My shortest is 5, followed by my black bear at 44. But yeah, my shortest grind ever was 5 kills on Mississippi. I was just free roaming on my map. I had not discovered the map at all yet, and I went through about 30 different whitetail zones, but just shooting one buck at a time out of the zones. The 5th zone that I shot a buck out of, I got a great one to come back in the very next run. So I considered it 5 kills because that really was the 5th kill that I made. So 5 kills to get a great one to respawn, and that's what I consider my shortest grind. Guys, you will not believe what I'm about to tell you all. But this next kill, right there, makes 1672. So we are now officially further along than our last great one. So sadly, it looks like this Great One Grind is going to be longer than our last. Hopefully, it will not be that long, guys. If it starts getting over 2,000 kills, we will start feeding in other grinds to do during the stream, because obviously, if he doesn't show up before 2,000, then I'm going to start treating it like it's going to be a long grind. And I will start doing other things as well. But I'm really hoping we get him. I mean, you never know, we could get him this run. But that right there made 1672, and that was our record for our last or that was the number we got our last Great One on. So yes, I do build. I am level 70, and so I'll let you guys see what I have my character built out as. You guys can screenshot of this if you want to, but these are what I have for Stalker, because I kind of like try to get my skills and my perks to match my playstyle. And my playstyle is very grind heavy, but I also want to have advantages in the field if I ever free roam. So I make sure I have disturbed vegetation on, and I make sure that I have everything I need to be able to stalk around the maps without spooking anything. So, but yeah, these are what I currently have. If you guys want to screenshot them and try to build your character the same way that my character is. But yeah, this is, like I said, I focus mainly on Stalker than Ambusher on here, except for the first two that you see at the top. And then on Stalker, I have all of these because I want to make sure that if I'm free roaming, I can still have everything I need for that. And then my perks, I have the rifles completely maxed out except for the last two. I don't really see any need for the last two perks there, so I don't have those maxed out at all. On handguns, I have the first one, the one at the bottom, the middle one on the right, and then the top one on the right, which is completely maxed out because that's the lightning hands when you reload really fast. For shotguns, I have the 1 out of 2. I have 2 out of 2 here, 1 out of 2 down there, and then I have all 3 of recoil management because that is what I want all of my guns to have. And then I have nothing in archery because usually whenever you're doing bow and arrow, you're going to be making the shot very fast. So you don't normally hold the bow up for very long, so you don't really have to worry about retrieving your arrows or having a longer hold time. So I just don't put anything in the bow and arrow. But yeah, that's my build, guys. And if you need to rewind the stream or take screenshots of that, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, that's how I have my character built. I have him very heavy on my grinding, but he's also very, very good if I need to free roam. That way I just don't have to worry about ever building it ever again. And I kind of do that on any game I play. If it's like Wolverine, whenever that one comes out, I'll be trying to build Logan where he's good in pretty much any scenario. Because just to be honest, I'm just too lazy to have to rebuild trees. I don't like rebuilding trees. So, skill trees, that is. So I am somebody that pretty much gets one build that's kind of like a good middleman all overall, and then I just leave it. You're going to guess that my grind is going to be 1,895 kills, buddy? I hope not. It's possible, though. It is possible. But I'm hoping it is not going to be a tremendously long grind. Because this is the last fallow that I want. And as you can imagine, I'm ready for it to come to an end. So, I mean, like I said, I love this grind, so I'm not miserable. But I really... Was that guy wonky? That's okay. He wasn't too crazy, I don't think. He was definitely a wonky buck, but I don't think he was too crazy. But he could have went to the lodge, I think, but that's okay. He wasn't too insane, so I think I'll be okay leaving him. You're still missing one zone for bucks. You got a 5, that's a diamond. Dude, that is awesome. I don't normally stack diamonds after my main grind starts. For me, the only time I ever stack diamonds is in the first parts of the grind where you're just setting up. That way you can help all your other zones get knocked down to level 2s. Or small animals, I should say. But, yeah, I don't really do stacking of 5s at all. I usually shoot all of them if it's in my main grind. But in the beginning, I'll leave them, though. His antlers are squished together a little bit. Oh, okay. Yeah, I just picked him up way too fast there, Zera. I meant to look at him because I could tell that he was a little bit wonky, but I don't think that he was crazy enough to go to the lodge. Like, he was close. I think that he was definitely a contender to go to the lodge. But, one, I didn't see him good enough, and 2, he didn't really stick out enough for me to stop on the harvest screen anyways. And I think that speaks loud enough, in my opinion. You're past HM? Oh, okay. That's a tiny little buck. That is a tiny, tiny little buck for this place. Dude, that's a good HM buck. Why do you have to be here, man? That is unfortunate. Oh, I hit that stinking doe. Tell me I got the intestines. Yes, I did. That stinking doe, man. I hate whenever a doe jumps right in front of your buck that you're trying to shoot and you end up hitting the doe. Gosh, that burns me up. Now, I know I said that I was going to check my solo zones, guys, but I don't want to bore you guys going across the ocean. I know that a lot of people get bored watching me just run. So I'll probably take care of that off stream. Plus, I haven't seen any evidence today of a great one, so I don't have any reason to check my solos right now anyways. But, yeah, if I start seeing a lot of babies spawn in and I'm no solos, then I won't worry about it. That was another wonky one. Again, nothing too crazy though, but that was definitely a wonky buck there. Now where did this buck run off to? There, he's right here. I didn't think he'd go that far. There we go. You've been past HM for over 10 grinds? Oh, you mean like you ain't doing HM? Is that what you're saying? Like you're passing on HM? Is that what you're meaning, serious? I didn't know if you meant like you were already past doing HM, like you already had it done and you just weren't doing it anymore. I didn't really understand what you're meaning by that, but are you meaning like you're just not doing it? Well, I hit that buck. I don't know. Well, that was a good shot then. I'll take that. Let's see. Is that other solo still here? No, he's gone on. I'm going to leave that guy. Oh, gotcha. Okay, I saw the word pass, and I thought you meant like you're passing on it, is what I thought you meant. Yeah, I couldn't, but like I said, I'm unk, so some of these words that you guys are using nowadays may not be the words I grew up with. So if pass is like a way to say that you're doing something, then for me it means that you're passing on it. So that's my bad. That's a big level 4. I thought that was level 5 there for a minute, to be honest. Surprised he wasn't a level 5. Okay, let's see here. Drop both of those. Where's the big boy at? There he is. Get him down. Tell me I got the intestines. I did. Can I get a third if you'll stop running? Okay, that's 3. Gotta love it. Intestines. Yep, got everything I wanted. Alright. Beautiful. Alright, serious. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I knew I was good. I just, like I said, there's certain words that people are using nowadays that we didn't use, because, you know, I'm a 95 baby. So I'm used to like the early and mid 2000s talk. So the late 2000s stuff I'm still learning. There's been several times where people like say something in my chat and I'll be like, I have no idea what you're talking about. 1687, guys. The Great One could still be here this run. I mean, we're almost getting ready to go to Great One Bay. And it's like I tell you guys, I wouldn't be surprised at all if all three of my Great Ones are the same buck. The same buck has been my Great One 2 times over now. So, it will not surprise me if he ends up being another Great One. I mean, I'd be surprised that the Great One spawns. But the fact that it's just him, it was a figure, in my opinion. Because that buck just really loves to be a Great One. And he loves to be diamonds, too. He gave me my second best ever diamond, and probably even my best one, if I was to guess. That was forever ago, so I can't remember exactly when I got my 2 on my 67. But it wouldn't surprise me if he was the one that gave it to me. Yeah, exactly, Build. I mean, it really just depends on, like, when you were born, if you're going to understand everything. Because I had no problems whatsoever all the way through my mid-20s. But once I was in my 30s and especially when I started doing YouTube and stuff and started talking to you guys, that's when I realized really just how much of the language has changed over the years. So, having to learn a lot. Alright guys, Great One Bay. Let's see if there's a Great One here. It could be the same buck again. Again, it would not surprise me. It would, but it wouldn't. Surprise me for the Great One to spawn. It would not surprise me if it was the same buck. Nope. That buck right there is what I'm talking about. I know it's him because he's always a big one. Like, that buck is never a small deer. So, that guy right there has always been my Great Ones for me. He was my first and my second Great One. I'm 24, and some stuff I can't understand what people say nowadays. Yeah, there's some stuff that just doesn't make any sense. It's like, why would they even think to talk that way? And then they say it, and it's like, then it makes sense when they explain it to you. Oh, shoot. He did that little ducking thing they do right before they run. Dude, how didn't I hit him? How did that not hit that deer? Did I get him right there? I think I hit him right then, but I don't know how good. I'll have to go check. We'll have to check for pressure. But I do think I killed that buck with that last shot. Oh, I did. I dropped him back there, guys. I shot through those beams and I dropped him. Oh, he's gonna run. Okay, got that one too. Dude, why are these deer just like scattering everywhere? This doesn't make any sense. These deer don't normally do this. I think the other buck went this way because I don't see where he went. That's okay. You command the Great One to spawn for us both, buddy? I hope so. I still have yet to double with somebody on stream. That would be insane if I got a Great One and